Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the light heavyweight bout between Shonte versus Joseph Holmes. So first off, it's gonna start off with the teletape and the end result's gonna be a lot based off the teletape. So you got a 5'11", probably like what 73, 74 inch reach, 34-year-old, 5'11" with like 73, 74, like a pretty decent average reach for light heavyweight. Then you got Joseph Holmes. That's Barnes, is like that 5'11", 34 or what 35, something like that, and like a 74-inch reach. Then you got on the other side, you got a 79-inch reach, 6'4", 26-year-old. So 26 years old, he has the youth, he has the height, and he has the reach, and he has more fight. So he has all the little intangibles. But you can go beyond that. I feel like both of these guys won't last a day in the UFC's light heavyweight division, the middleweight division, or welterweight division. And Holmes has fought at welterweight not too long. I think 2 years ago he was fighting at welterweight, and last year he moved up to middleweight, and this year he moved up to like light heavyweight or something like that. But roughly that's kind of how his career has been like. So he not too long ago was a welterweight, definitely not too long ago was a middleweight. So he's freshly a light heavyweight. That's the shortest period of his career right now and has been light heavyweight. He is still fresh and new to him. But regardless of what I'm saying, with both these guys, they are not ready for the UFC at all. But at least the 26-year-old will have time to get better. Whereas I feel like at 34, his chances of really ever sticking or being UFC caliber are slim to none. But I will give him the striking advantage. Though Holmes may be all long and tall and young, his striking is still pretty sloppy, still pretty rough. And I'm not saying that Barnes is such a clean striker, and he's not. But he's definitely cleaner and sharper than Holmes on the feet. Holmes got all that reach, all that length, all that height, and even at welterweight, been that much longer and taller than all these opponents. Man, still reaching and getting touched by these smaller people, and they being out of range for him. Like he got moment to reach it, but they the one making him miss. Like he coming up short on shots. He's a longer man, but he be coming up short, and he be overextending on shots. He had all that reach, and he's still overextending shots, not filling the time, not judging the range and distance and time, and touching them, and making them have to overcome that long reach, overcome that height. He's the one missing. Like so, for the fact that he can't really judge a timing, judge a range, positioning with the strike is not there, power is not all that great, overstands on the shot. So a lot of very raw stuff that needs to be padded out, fleshed out, worked on. And I feel like on the other side, Barnes has more power. He has better reads for time, and like you can see a shot, react, counter, like with 2 or 3 clean shots, drop you off those shots. Like he's much sharper, much faster, I feel, on the feet at this given moment. But I feel like he's kind of one-dimensional way. He did get like what 2 submission wins and 1 submission loss, but just now very solid competition. Neither on either side, but like I said, I'm a favorite of the younger man when it's like neither man is super stellar. I'm a favorite of the younger man. Also, when the younger man actually has some pretty solid BJJ. I'm not saying his BJJ is like super credible in the light heavyweight division. I just spit right there, but yeah, just caught out there by one take. That's all I'm doing. Either way, yeah. When neither man is super credible, I'm leaning to the man that's a little bit more rounded and also younger, taller, longer. Wrestling ain't the greatest, so it's definitely questionable. It's not like the easiest money to put on this fight, but I feel like with these 2 green fighters with not a whole lot of experience or a whole lot of necessarily fleshed out talent, I'm favorite younger man with the grappling to be able to, when they get in these exchanges. Typically, when you like less technical you are, the more you get into these sloppy exchanges and end up in scrambles, end up in grappling situations. And I'm predicting those grappling situations, either Barnes gonna look to engage in there, just feeling too comfortable in the fight, or he's gonna get caught up, get tangled up, fall to the ground with him. And I think it's gonna be a case where he's gonna get submitted from like a triangle choke, not an arm triangle choke, but like all bottom. Like I feel like his base is stronger than Holmes. I feel like Holmes is kind of goofy in a way with his balance and his dexterity and stuff. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a case where he's gonna end up on the bottom. I feel like it's taking the offense, his wrestling. Both their wrestling are questionable, but I feel like Barnes has the better base. So I feel like Holmes is gonna have the greatest success taking the ground. Like I said, he's the better BJJ person, without a doubt. But I feel like he'll have the greatest success, with just getting into the ground himself. I feel like it's gonna be a case where he's gonna try to lean on him and pull on him and stuff. It'll probably be like doing a striking exchange, like when Barnes might catch a kick, or it might be a trip, or they might stumble over each other. Barnes will probably get the top position, try to land some ground and pound. Then when he gets too comfortable out there, that's when he'll get caught with caught in a triangle. And I see that happening in the first round. I see Barnes locking up that not Barnes. I see Holmes, the longer 6'4" young guy, locking up the triangle choke and tapping out Barnes. I keep getting the nickname. Joseph Holmes tapping out Barnes. So in this fight, I have Joseph Holmes via first round submission.